All right, example 1 on section 8.2, it says name the sides, vertices, and diagonals of the following hexagon. Name the hexagon. First of all, when you're naming a polygon, any polygon, it's going to be, unless it's a triangle. A triangle has this cool little triangle symbol in front of it, then you name the letters that are the vertices. All other polygons, you're just going to say hexagon or pentagon or quadrilateral or whatever. So this is hexagon. And then you pick a certain letter to start with and you go around the hexagon in order. So if I start with A and go this way, A, B, C, D, E, F. If I start at B, go around B, C, D, E, F, A. If I start at C, go around C, D, E, F, A, B, and so on. I usually start at the lowest alphabetical letter and go whichever direction gets me alphabetical order, hopefully, because they usually go alphabetical order on these. So I'd rather have the A, B, C, D, E, F name of it. But that's not how you name a hexagon. Okay? The order of the letters does matter in that if you're at one vertex, the next letter is the next vertex over. So it's not going to be like A, D, E, B, C, F, or anything like that. You're going to go from A to B to C to D to E to F. So just walk around the figure when you name it. Okay? The vertices. Okay, first of all, the word vertex is one vertex. One vertex is, of the 6 vertices in the picture, there's one vertex. That's a irregular plural. So when I say vertices, it means more than one vertex. A vertex is where an angle occurs. So the vertices would be A, B, C, D, E, and F. Vertices are points, and points in geometry are always named with capital letters. So a single vertex is a single point, vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. But all the vertices, if you list them all, are just the points where the angles on the picture happen. It says name the sides. I did vertices first. Oops. I'm naming the sides. Sides are segments. And a side goes from one vertex to the next vertex, and sides are segments. And we name segments in the following manner. We write segment AB. You put the letters AB, the end points of the segment, and you're going to put a segment bar over top of it. Okay. If I just write AB without the bar, that means the length of AB. If I write AB with the bar, it means the segment AB. So it says to name the sides. The segment AB is the side, so I'm going to put the segment line over top of AB. Continuing on, AB is the side, the next side is BC with a segment on it. The next side is segment CD. The next side is segment DE. The next side is segment EF. And the final side is segment FA or AF. Take your pick on how you want to write that. You go FA. When you're naming a segment, the order of the letters doesn't matter. If I said segment AB, you just said segment BA, we're talking about the same thing. The segment going from A to B or B to A doesn't matter, it's the same segment. So when you're naming these, don't worry about the order of the letters, just make sure that every side gets accounted for. Now we talk about diagonals. Anybody know what a diagonal is before I talk about it? It goes from one point to another point across the picture. So if I'm starting at A, and I got to go through the hexagon to get to the other side, like so, that's a diagonal, that's a diagonal, that's a diagonal. Going from A to B is a side. So it's not A to every single other point, it's just A to the points that have to go through the figure. So from A to C, from A to D, and from A to E are all diagonals from A. If I move on to point B, if I go across here, B across the figure to F, B across the figure to E, B across the figure to D, and then B to C doesn't go across the figure, right? It goes this side. Try to use some different colors here so you can see it better. Okay, moving on to C. Notice C's already gone to A, right? So AC and CA mean the same thing, so I don't want to list more than one diagonal. So C to A has already been accounted for. C to B isn't a diagonal. C to F, we haven't seen that one yet. C to E, we haven't seen that one yet. We'll move over to D. Notice we've already got D to B and D to A, but we haven't got D to F. D to E and D to C are sides, they aren't diagonals. Looking at E, E goes to C, B and A, we've already got all those. F goes to D, C and B, we've already got all those. So that's all the diagonals in the picture. So I'm naming the diagonals here. The diagonals are also segments, so when I name them, I'm going to name them as segments. The diagonals are AC, AD, and AE. Notice every one of them has a segment bar over them. So segment AC, segment AD, segment AE. Segment BF, segment BE, segment BC, segment CF and CE, and DF, segment DF. Notice I did it kind of systematically there. I didn't like just start writing down segment names. I started at A and named all the segments off of A, all the segments off of B, all the segments off of C we hadn't done yet, all the segments off of D we hadn't done yet, right? So again, I don't want to write CA because I've already written AC, it's the same thing. And notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 diagonals. There is a formula for the number of diagonals in a polygon. I'm going to give you that formula right now. Number of diagonals in any n-gon is D equals n times n minus 3 divided by 2. N being the number of sides. So how many sides does a hexagon have? 6. So n would be 6. N minus 3 would be 3, right? 6 times 3 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. There should be 9 diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 diagonals. It's not a formula you have to memorize. Any formulas you need to use this chapter. If you need to use it, I'll have the formula supplied for you during the quiz or test. So just know how to use the formulas that you get. So name the sides, did it. Name the vertices, did it. Diagonals, did it. Name the hexagon, did it. There's everything they asked me to do, so there's the answers. Yes, Ashton?
You wrote BC instead of BD.
BC instead of BD. Oops, thank you, Ashton. BF, BE, and BD, not BC, so that should be BD there. Thank you, Ashton. I didn't mess up on anything else, did I? Problem when there's a whole bunch of answers, there's lots of chances to mess up, so be careful.